Chase James sitting down and making sure that his buttocks do not get ruled, as the crowd is encouraging Warhorse to do. Crowd here at Trailbreakers loves them some Warhorse. And he is bringing the energy, and you know he's going to bring the fight. Now the crowd is chanting for murder. I mean, it's a hardcore match, so who knows? But the crowd is not necessarily anti-Chase James. They're just very pro-Warhorse. Chase, kind of trying to maneuver behind him to get an advantage, but we get a nice fair lockup in the center of the ring to get us completely underway here. Warhorse forcing James back into the corner. And just a little love tap. And James didn't appreciate it. Warhorse could have hit him harder, but Chase looks like he took that as an insult. Nice little shove back and forth. And Warhorse welcomes the elbow. And now they're just slugging it out in the center of the ring. And Warhorse getting the better of the exchange here. Now laying in those forearms. Taking James off the ropes. James ducks a clothesline. Ducks another clothesline. Warhorse catches him coming in with the Enziguri. Got that hoove right into the head of James. And a nice baseball slide drop kick to Chase. James now trying to get away from the Warhorse as he gives a fist bump to one of the fans in the front row. Big chop right outside the ring. And James now getting the advantage with a big chop of his own. Warhorse just kind of brushing it off. And a big right hand almost knocks James to the floor. As you can see, this floor here at Trailbreakers, concrete. And now, a fan assist there. Throwing James into his shoe. And Warhorse very appreciative of the fan offering up his foot to help him fight Chase. Big chop from Chase. I think Chase is trying to steal that. Looks like a wrestling buddy from the fan in the front row. Warhorse now, that's a guy's leg, and I think he just realized it. There's that gentleman's prosthetic leg. And he's playing the leg. And now, Warhorse bouncing off the ropes. Drives that boot into James. Uses it for the cover, only gets a 1 count. Now, Warhorse was a gentleman to the fan in the front row. He did ask first before using the leg. Didn't just steal it. Warhorse winding up. Getting some speed off the ropes. James ducks a clothesline. Warhorse comes back. Leaps. But is powerbombed in the center of the ring by Chase. This could be the moment that James is waiting for. So far, Warhorse has, been ruling ass the entire match. James now taking over with the snapmare. Cartwheels around and a nice slow super kick to the face. Stacking him up for the count. Warhorse out at about 1 3/4. And still kind of dizzy after that exchange. James trying to quiet the crowd. And a big chop. That chop just reverberating off of the walls. here at Trailbreakers, but Warhorse walking it off and delivering a chop of his own. James and Horse. Both of these men just willing to chop each other down, trying to see who is better, who throws the harder chop. James now taking Warhorse into the turnbuckle. I don't know if taking a headbanger and banging his head is the best idea. And Warhorse now demonstrating that for himself. Mental health will drive you mad, I believe Quiet Riot used to say. I could be getting that band wrong. Warhorse now. A series of clotheslines has James up. Is going to take him into the ropes. James reverses the whip. Warhorse comes back with a big flying forearm. Now, cleaning off the boots. And that's very smart of Warhorse. Making sure there's nothing that would cause him to slip as he ascends to the top. Waiting now for James. And what a flying drop kick from Warhorse. As he makes his way back to his feet. And now, where is Warhorse going? He's got Chase pretty prone. Nice fist bump with the fan on her way back after grabbing a beverage. Mr. Horse. Mr. Horse, the match isn't over. Okay, good. I had a suspicion that he was leaving to grab something. But I didn't want to ruin it in case he wasn't. And that is a door. And Warhorse strategically positioning that door in the corner, making sure that it's just right. Doing the trigonometry to get the angle of it just perfect to cause the maximum amount of pain to James. But James blocking whatever Warhorse was attempting. Warhorse floats over James and a nice spinning kick right to the center of Chase James' chest. Warhorse now getting some space with James, shoves him out of the way of whatever it was that he was planning. Warhorse almost sends James into the door and then spears him through the door. You heard that door just splinter. And Chase James gets the shoulder up. The spear through the door, not enough to put away James. Warhorse, though, not giving up. Ascending the turnbuckles once again, but is met with a chunk of the door. James waited for the perfect moment when Warhorse's head might be down, and it was, and he almost got a victory out of it. 2 count for Chase James. And now is, okay. For some reason, I thought Chase James might be ascending the ropes, but he's getting a little more plunder, as the great Dusty Rhodes would say. Because that, friends, is a good old-fashioned steel chair. You can't go wrong in a hardcore match bringing in a steel chair. James with the waist lock, though. Warhorse blocks it. Couple of elbows. Third one gets him out. Warhorse attempts to throw James into the corner. James temporarily blocks it, gets thrown in, floats over, and a nice German suplex right in the center of the ring. This match is going back and forth. This could be anybody's fight. James, though, hoping to make it his with the cover. Referee with 2, and Warhorse gets the shoulder up. Not quite willing to stay down. Able to continue fighting. And a punch to the breadbasket. And another big right hand to the face. Warhorse winds up for that elbow, and Chase answers with one of his own. They're just going back and forth with those elbows. Warhorse with a fastball punch. James answers back with a forceful punch of his own. Warhorse again winds up for it. James answers. Just sandwiches James' head between his arms. And James with the super kick. Didn't get all of it, as you can see, with Warhorse coming back with that big clothesline. Changing directions on Chase James. And Warhorse is meddling up here. Coming off the ropes. James catches him in the fireman's carry. Warhorse struggling with him. But we've got a Death Valley driver. He's got him hooked. Warhorse with the kick out. Such a smart move by Chase there. Getting that Death Valley driver and positioning him just right so that he could go directly for the cover. Not just throwing him away from him. Getting all of the momentum and all of that force. But the Warhorse had enough to kick out. Warhorse now sitting in the corner on that chair. Chase set up. Chase building some momentum. Warhorse drop toe hold into the chair. And now Warhorse climbing. I don't know if he sees that James has the chair. Warhorse leaps. Double stomp to the back of Chase James. His head may have smacked into the canvas. And whether or not that would have won the match, we'll never know, because the Warhorse is not done. And Warhorse heading out again. I'm not going to pretend like I think he's leaving this time. I think he's coming back with something else. And of course he is. Trying to see from my vantage point, is that a... Yep, that's another door. As the crowd is chanting Door Horse. Okay. The front of it painted there was throwing me off, seeing it. But being able to see the other side now and knowing that that is another door. And now Chase had a lot of time to recover. And another Death Valley driver, this time just destroying that door. Chase now, he's going to go for that package. Is that a package pile driver on the chair? This has got to be it. We've got 1, 2. The Warhorse continues on. Kicking out of that, I kind of want to call him a War Clydesdale. This is a horse that is not stopping running. The crowd showing their appreciation. Chase James now has another chair and is setting them up parallel to each other. This could only mean something bad. Chase trying to lift him up in the vertical suplex. Warhorse blocking. Chase gets him up this time. Warhorse maneuvers out of it. Belly to back suplex from the Warhorse. Warhorse not wanting to go through those chairs, and I don't blame him. But now he's got Chase James' head through the chair, and he's getting some height. Warhorse leaping and stomping Chase into the seat of the chair. Chase may not know where he is. Warhorse metal to skull, which makes sense with it being the Warhorse. And that is it. Pulling out all the stops. Warhorse is victorious.